We're lazy is what we're saying.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Like, we don't want to be full punk, you know? So
We don't have that much energy.
yeah, we don't have the energy or the complete angst. We just have depression. That's basically what we all have.
We're
in
too
common.
depressed to be excited. In 2013, basically, I had a friend that was trying to start a band who's not in it anymore, but I met Brian. First met him, my friend was like, yo, he's really sensitive, so don't be sarcastic. So we get in the car, we're heading over to his house, and then Brian's just like, hey, so to break the tension, what's like the worst joke you can think of? And it was like nothing but like dead baby jokes after that. I was like, yeah, this guy's super sensitive.
I am sensitive, just not in certain ways.
And then we just jammed for like 10-15 minutes, played AC/DC or something like that. And I was like, all right, this guy's cool.
Yeah, so you guys probably started early 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
He came later.
like summer.
He used to come to our shows all the time.
He was a groupie.
He was a stalker.
My dad's a musician, and basically he plays almost every instrument besides drums, so he bought me a drum set. Said, you're gonna be my drummer. And I ended up loving it. He was the coolest. Like, he took me to see like Styx when I was like 8 years old. And like, I've been going to shows and like in music my whole life. And like to this day he still hits me up to play.
I wanted to play drums first, but my parents wouldn't let me play the drums because it's too loud. So I started playing guitar in a class in a school. Whenever I got good enough to like be in a band, I guess, like when I considered good enough to like try to start one. No one could sing, and I sang along to like the CDs in my room all the time. I was like a loner, you know. I just ended up doing it. But yeah, guitar is mostly what I focused on.
Drums was my first interest as well, but yeah, you can't always practice drums because it's too loud. But I did start on drums and then not being able to practice all the time. And then there's always guitars around, so I started playing guitar, and that taught me about writing my own stuff.
I know that in the beginning we didn't sound anything like we do now. I think it was maybe a year or two in, right? I don't know.
A little bluesy-ish, which I hate the blues, so I'm really glad we eventually changed.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan either.
I don't know, we just kind of all realized that we liked post-punk bands, and we're like, why aren't we playing more of that?
I think we wrote a song and we wanted the rest of them to
Yeah,
Kind of.
yeah, Ordinary Life.
The thing is, we had songs all over the place.
Yeah, we weren't really in a
That was
direction.
Not cohesive at all.
It wasn't focused.
And it kept doing that even when Cody joined, and we were just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And then we just started writing songs like Best Suit, and then it just started the ball rolling of post-punk sound. Pop and post-punk is what we all kind of agree on. We kind of like our own things,
Like
but
like the National and Interpol, Joy Division, like The Cure and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Basically, it's an art form. Like to try to write something that's like catchy and still like doesn't sound totally lame.
well, it's hard to write a really good pop song. That's the thing, like, because there's tons of crappy pop.
And then who knows if you've ever actually written a good pop song?
yeah, disguise a pop song as cool
Yeah, that's the key.
song for the hip.
Disguise a pop song is something cool. One of us will have a riff or two riffs, and then we all work off of that idea. So that's the person who like technically starts the song, but I think we all kind of like put into it. Sometimes one of us will come with a full complete idea. Ordinary Life was one where it was just like I started playing, I think, the guitar riff for the verse, and then we all kind of jumped in.
That was a song that was written all in one day.
Yeah.
And by one day, I mean like a 2 or 3 hour practice.
Yeah.
It was completed and done besides maybe lyrics.
It's the idea of like what makes something catchy, what makes it get caught in somebody's head, what makes something memorable.
I thought for a second, I thought you were gonna say like, did we leave it simple so that like, if you're hearing a guitar solo where like we don't have a guitar solo,
Oh yeah.
like
Sometimes that
that's-
happens though.
that's why we leave it simple so that you could
to make
have
up
your
your
own
own.
melodies in your head as you listen.
Yeah, you get to make up your own thing.
When we started, oh my god, there was nothing. Even the hardcore bands were done. Like, we had a hard time just finding shows that people would show up to. And now like there's like people going, there's a bunch of bands. I mean, I wouldn't say that we're necessarily a part of the scene. Like, I mean, we're a band that's like playing in it, but like there's definitely like a group of bands. There's groups of bands that like to play with each other, and once in a while we get to play with them, and that's cool because it's good feeling like there's something going on here.
I think everyone needs to support each other. It's kind of important. It's the only way that anything's gonna happen. I kind of wish too, though, that like that Lancaster would be more accepting to like newer venues or like different forms of like artistic endeavors.
Stay in school. I don't know.
It probably is a really good thing to say.
Don't stay in school.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
Drop out immediately.
Tune in, tune out, whatever.
Try to find something to do in the AV that doesn't involve drugs or drinking.
I was gonna say do drugs.
Do drugs and then quit drugs.
Then don't do them again.
Do drugs, don't do them again later.
Yeah. Go in and out of drugs.
Was she a vision or was she a dream? Life ain't